that knocks my socks off, blows my mind, and takes my breath away.
Turn down for what?
Hello everybody, Jay Monique here again today, and we are continuing on the path of breaking down the hospitality message. Today I want to spend a little bit of time talking about hospitality don'ts. I'm going to talk about some of the things that you will never see when we are demonstrating hospitality. I'm still on a roll. I'm going to break this hospitality thing down, and I want everybody to be excited about it like I am. So, here we go. So we've already established that hospitality is more than a handshake and a friendly smile. You know, some people say hospitality industry, meaning tourism and travel and hotel and all of these kinds of things. That's fine, but there will never be a place you can go or a building that you can walk into that can express hospitality. That is a heart thing, and humans have to do it. All right? Got it? You with me? All right, let's talk real quick about hospitality. This whole SERVEGLAD program is about our shift toward quality service being the new marketing. I am seeing more and more companies, corporations, beginning to teach compassion, beginning to teach even their leadership how to lead with empathy. They're looking for people's talents. Skills are wonderful, they're great, but they're asking people to step up to do more empathetic engagement. All right, and I'm excited about that. I am really excited about that because it means that America is coming back to its heart. I love it. Oh, it just makes me feel really warm. Okay, so here we go. All right, so we've said hospitality is the warm reception received by guests, whether they are expected or unexpected guests. It is the warm reception received by guests, whether they are expected or unexpected. Why? Because a person with a gift of hospitality, a person that is talented like this, can do this all the time. It's not a problem for them. So we want to say that hospitality is perceived in the heart. When I am being hospitable to someone, they are perceiving that engagement in the heart. It has nothing to do with how pretty the sofa is, doesn't have anything to do with what's on the shelf. It doesn't have anything to do with what brand of clothing or glasses or shoes or anything that I'm wearing. Doesn't have anything to do with whether I dusted the plants or not. All those things are good, but the ultimate hospitable exchange will be between me and the guest. All right, so here we go. Here are some things that hospitality will never ever be. All right, so these are some of the don'ts for hospitality. All right, we're gonna go through them pretty quickly. All right, hospitality will never alienate. Hospitality does not abandon. Hospitality does not reject. Hospitality is not overbearing. Hospitality is not selfish. It's selfless. It is not selfish, okay? Hospitality is not offensive. Hospitality will never overlook someone. You ever go to places and you see somebody that you know and they try to look somewhere else so that they don't see you, but they know that they see you and they know that you see them? Hospitality will never overlook someone. Hospitality will never pretend that it doesn't see, all right? Ain't no high minds and no little U's, no high eyes and little U's in hospitality, all right? Hospitality is not intimidating. Hospitality will never shame, okay? Shame is not a teacher. Shame just leads to a blame game, all right? Shame is not a teacher. Hospitality will never shame, and hospitality will never guilt you down. All right? Hospitality doesn't play guilt games. People with the gift of hospitality are not the kind of people that will come around and play a guilt trip on you. All right? It just doesn't happen. And what does guilt lead to anyhow? Guilt is not a teacher, just like shame is not a teacher. Guilt is not a teacher because why? It just leads to sorrow. All right? So those are not things that hospitality will ever do. Got a few more for you. Hospitality is not resentful. All right? It is not resentful. Hospitality is not invasive. All right? It will never invade you. Hospitality is not a violator. All right? Here's some things that you might not think about when you think about hospitality. Hospitality is not narcissistic. A person full of hospitality is not controlling. It's not manipulative, and it's not sociopathic. Okay? So if there are members of your leadership team members that are exhibiting any of these type behaviors that we just talked about, it's not healthy for your guests. It's not healthy for your visitors. It's not healthy for customers. In the long run, it's not going to produce a SERVEGLAD brand, a SERVEGLAD quality experience, and it's not going to produce a SERVEGLAD people engagement. All right? What do we do then? I like to say we don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We get help. These are behavioral things that can be trained. I just heard the other day that United Airlines is getting ready to teach compassionate care. If corporations can do it, small business can do it. More and more corporations are teaching empathy in their leadership development of their teams. And so this is something that I believe that all of us can do. So here's some things that we can do that can help us to find the right people for our front line. Those people who are very, very supportive, and those cheerleaders. How do we find them? Personality test. We all know that there are 4 basic personality types. Find out what the personality is of your team members. It's very important. Just because they are skillful at something doesn't mean that it's the best personality for people engagement, for talking to customers, for dealing with visitors and guests. Doesn't mean that. I mean, I'm very skillful at some things, but I'm very gifted and talented at some other things. And I'll have to say, even for me, I know and I recognize and I realize some of the things that I'm skillful at, really, really great at, that I went to school and learned, my patience is a lot shorter with those things. All right, but when it comes to my gifts and talents, things that I just do with ease, I have a lot more patience on that side. I just wanted to come today and just talk about some of the things that we can do to really, really, really step up our hospitality game and just do all that we can do to build more synergy in our relationships with employees and our leadership, and employee to customer or employee to guest. Guest experience, quality service. It is the new marketing. Want to see your business do well? Step up your quality service game. I'm J. Monique. Go be great. Go be hospitable and SERVEGLAD. Want to get a list of these things that will help you to identify great and talented people on your teams? Email me, Monique@serveglad.com. Thank you so much for watching.
SERVEGLAD, the movement.